Hi, Mark Bunting here. Welcome to another edition of Bunting's Window to the World of Computers, where we've been bringing you the latest in technology for over 20 years. Well, we've got some terrific technology again to show you this time, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy this edition of Bunting's Window. For over 20 years, bringing you the latest from enterprise to consumer technologies. We're scouring Silicon Valley to Silicon Alley and every corner of the globe. This is Bunting's Window. There's a sea change taking place in enterprise computing, and whatever you choose to call it, it centers around a technology called HCI, or Hyper-Converged Infrastructure. How big is it? Well, there was recently a multi-billion-dollar IPO in the space, but most industry watchers are following a company that's a new Gartner Magic Quadrant competitor called Pivot3.
Pivot3 is one of the first and leading companies in a new area called hyperconvergence. This is a revolutionary thing that's happening in our industry of IT that is changing the structure of internal IT departments. Instead of being based on a lot of hardware and software and semiconductors from disparate people put together and assembled with great complexity and operated with great complexity, this is simplifying. It's taking software and allowing software to do all those disparate functions layered on one single base of 86-based commodity-priced hardware. That's what we're calling dynamic hyperconvergence. It's something that encompassing all your data center and lets you get directly on the path to the software-defined data center. The software-defined data center is extremely important in something else that is happening in our market today. That's the Internet of Things. If you look at the devices that IT supports now, for the most part, in the networks that we have, it's PCs and various kinds of computers and various kinds of mobile devices. There are several orders of magnitude more things out there that are going to be generating data. Everything from smart electric meters to big mechanical systems that would operate a hydroelectric dam. All of these things in the Internet of Things are going to be sending data back, and smart organizations are going to be taking that data in real time, storing it, analyzing it, and sending back business decisions to change how they operate. We are the first and the only, at this point in time, provider that can bring all the tools that you need in this day and time to transition from where you are to the software-defined data center. Being the first company that has that combination is very exciting for me.
CNN recently reported that health insurance costs are set to rise for the most in 32 years. CFOs and benefit officers are frantically trying to find solutions that protect their employees, but also address these runaway costs. There's a SaaS-based technology company in Austin, Texas called Tango Health that's actually created their own decision support tools and benefit optimization technologies that saved one Fortune 500 company $105 million in 24 months and simultaneously got their employees into the best healthcare programs for themselves and their families.
In the face of increasing costs and regulatory compliance, Tango's built a business out of helping employers with cost reduction and tax compliance in their employee health plans. In support of one of our Fortune 150 clients, we delivered an interactive platform for helping their employees get educated on the best health plan choices for themselves. We accelerated the broad adoption of the best health plan choices for those employees, and in doing so, we optimized the benefit mix for those employees and the employer, saving the employer $105 million over the first 2 years.
We're not insurance brokers or benefit consultants. We engage with clients alongside those existing partners who have already established great healthcare plans for their employees. Our program is specifically offered for clients who have low deductible and high deductible healthcare plans and would like to show employees how a high deductible healthcare plan can be the best option for some of the employees. With our technology, employees can create what-if scenarios using their previous year's claims data and see exactly which plan is actually most cost-effective for their families. Our proprietary tools and full call center support help employees feel confident in their plan choices, ensuring savings for both the employees and the employers.
Lastly, Tango only gets paid on a percentage of the money that they save your company, so there's no risk in testing their solutions. About a year ago, I got very excited about the new Microsoft Surface Book Pro. And frankly, I was afraid to make the switch, due in large part to my dependence on my MacBook Air and my iPhone. I think a lot of us share this same intimidation. Well, much has changed that you might want to consider. Over the past year, since the launch of their ultimate Windows 10 laptop, Microsoft has given the Surface Pro even more power, not to mention additional battery life. I love the 2-in-1 with a detachable keyboard before, but this new model is built for extreme performance and gives you lightning-fast access to programs, videos, and music. It also delivers rich images and gaming power thanks to the NVIDIA GTX graphics card. At first glance, the new Surface Book Pro looks a lot like the previous models, with the wonderfully crafted magnesium body and dynamic fulcrum hinges. Its look is very high-tech and unique. At around $3,000, the price is fully loaded, but you do get your money's worth with a terrific high-res 13.5-inch touch-vibrant Pixel Sense display that runs 3,000 by 2,000 pixels. There's a pen stylus too. You'll find that the removable display also separates it from its competitors. You can jump from using it as a full laptop model to clipboard mode, which transforms the Surface Book Pro into a full Intel Core i5, i7 tablet. Or you can go into draw mode and take advantage of its graphics processor while using the Surface Pen and Touch. Now, I had one last hurdle to make the leap to the Surface Book Pro, and that was what I thought was going to be a painful switch to leave my MacBook Air. Well, not only did it work seamlessly with my iTunes, iCloud, and iPhone, but many of the gestures and features were similar to what I already knew. Throw in the detachable screen, the touch screen, a pen, facial recognition security, and an improved camera, the decision was pretty easy. I'm going with the pen and the touch screen and trading up to the Microsoft Surface Book Pro. Well, that about does it for this time. Until next time, this is your host, Mark Bunting. Have a great flight, and I'll see you soon.